Cruiser. This is the first time I'm seeing it in person. Needs a good scrub down. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty well.
I'm Rob.
You are? Okay, I'm Jason. Good to meet you.
How are you?
Wow. So cool.
Oh, fucking.
Do you have a restroom we could use?
Absolutely, right in the door to the left.
Okay.
You got it. How's the trip down?
Oh, kind of a fiasco. We depended on the computer to bring us down and wound up going out of the way, just taking the interstate. Then we missed the exit we needed, and
Yeah,
I should have just, and then it didn't even take us very far. Wound up getting off in Sharon anyways.
gotcha.
So, yeah, the way I should have come was, is that the accessory kit for the CD player, or for the, or do you know?
I do not know.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but you probably don't know as much as you do know more about it than I do.
Man, what the hell? Scuffed the shit out of it.
What's that thing you got there? Is that just recording?
Yeah, I've got a vlog channel on YouTube, and
No kidding.
yeah. So I got a place to mount it on the bike, and I got one for my helmet.
Nice.
So what did the guy do? Trade it for a car?
Yeah, he traded in his truck and this, and he bought another truck. He just, he had a Harley as well, I guess.
Usually they've got speakers here, and then right here there's a kit you can use to do like the iPods and stuff like that, and I'm guessing that's what that is.
Yeah, that must be there. That's cool.
Well, that other kit, I mean, is what plugs into that.
Gotcha.
And I don't really know what they're supposed to look like, but
Gotcha.
when it said fully loaded, I didn't know if it actually had all that stuff or not.
He said that it was everything you could possibly get at that time, but
That's not good. What the hell's up with that? Do you know any of the maintenance history on it? As far as like the oil changes or anything like that? Does he have any paperwork?
he didn't have any. He might have it at home. I didn't even ask him for it.
Okay.
I could certainly see where he got it.
That's in gear.
What are the other count sockets you have? You said you had two other ones?
Yeah, I've got 214. One's a Z1000 and one's a ZX10.
Gotcha. A local guy. He's actually he's a firefighter. He's been with the Rutland City Fire Department for a long time. Owned a lot of bikes. Wife still owns one.
This would be 39 for me.
39?
Yeah.
No kidding. That's a lot.
Yeah. Are you almost all set now, do you think? Hmm?
Daddy, there was actually a drinking station there, but Mom said no to get one.
Oh.
Oh, Daddy, could I sit on the seat and try it?
Yeah, you can. Here, let me hold that.
Step up here.
Step with your other.
Wow.
Your feet don't quite touch the pads.
Not just yet.
I like it.
Not bad.
Did you see over here, Dad?
Yeah, on each side they're dough heads. That tire's not really.
It's a little longer than expected.
Always helps.
Yeah, I hear you. Got you turned around a little bit.
Well, and that has navigation, but we can never.
Hot rodding it. Hot sucking motherfucker. What the fuck you doing, you fucking idiot? Hello, YouTube. I did it. I got myself a serious cruise missile. This is a 2012 Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager. It has ABS as well as the K-Trick Kawasaki's linked braking system. And the way that works is it applies just the right amount of front or rear brake as long as you're doing over 18 miles an hour. As you could tell by my little squeaker there at the stoplight, it seems to work pretty effectively because I wasn't going very fast. And I wound up, the bikes new sell for $17,500, which is a phenomenal deal in itself because they're comparable to Harley Davidson's new liquid cooled Electra and the Cross Country by Victory and those bikes are 25 to 32 or $5,000. The Victory being the $25,000 one to start, and those can get up to the $29 or so thousand range or more, depending what you get with them. This bike here has a few neat features. I've got a iPod adapter kit, so I can run the iPod through the sound system, and that works surprisingly well for just the 2 stock speakers. I'm going to be getting some speakers for the rear, and I found out today actually that they're $380 for what the Kawasaki dealer can offer me, and they're not actually genuine Kawi parts. So I'm going to get myself some Bose or Blaupunkt or something cool like that, something that should really carry the sound and make it a lot crisper. And I'm going to try to have it built like right into my side bags, just for a little bit of a custom look, and I think they'll work that much better. As you can see, the radio actually displays the Kawasaki when it's not being used, but when it is being used, it says the radio station you're on, as well as the artist and the name of the song, which is pretty high tech, I thought, for that type of a radio system. You can get a CD player for it as well. You can get a CB for it, and you can get the Sirius satellite radio, which I'm not interested in having extra payment for satellite radio. I'd rather have a CD player. It works at 60 miles an hour. I can hear it very well with a full face helmet on, the shield down, and all that good stuff. So I'm guessing with a little bit of a beefier system to it, it's going to be perfect. I love pretty much everything about the bike. It's got a rear heater, a fan actually, not a heater, that blows down so it keeps the rear cylinder cool, which is ingenious. That's only a cruiser I've ever seen like that. It's 103.7 cubic inch, 1700 cc. So the Harleys are 103. So it's definitely comparable to all those good ones. And of course, like I said, it's fully liquid cooled, as to where the Harleys are just the heads are liquid cooled, I guess. So you still keep the fins. But this bike here is actually, the jug and everything's jacketed, but it still looks like it's air cooled. It's a nice touch. You've got the air covers on each side of the motor. It looks beautiful. It's got really beautiful power. It's a 6-speed transmission, which again, the Victory has 6 speeds, but the Harley doesn't. And it's a 2 overdrive system, so 5th and 6th are both overdrives, and you know, like 80 miles an hour plus for the 6th gear, unless you're going down a hill and you just want to cruise. It sounds pretty awesome for just having tapered stock exhausts on it. I definitely don't want anything loud for this type of bike. I want to be able to hear the tunes and whatnot. But the note it has is, you know, it's got a little bit of a crackle to it. Very cool. I like it a lot. It sounds like a real authentic twin, which is just what I wanted. And I kicked around the idea of some, you know, just the side hard saddlebags, and I'm glad I went this route, because it's a whole different ball game riding this bike. It's 895 pounds, so it's about equivalent to accessing the earth when you roll this thing into a corner and lean it pretty good. Feels very planted. It does have quite a rake and trail on it, so it's a lot more than the bike looks. The front fender on it is absolutely gigantic, and the second time I've ridden it, I noticed by looking underneath the fairing, which is frame mounted, which is awesome. It doesn't rattle, and you know, it's very, very well done. The front end's raked out pretty good. The handlebars are giant. They're stretched back quite a bit. So I notice I can ride the bike as far as I want to, and it doesn't hurt my lower back, which I thought is normally the problem on cruiser type bikes. But because of the counter steering and the way this bike moves, like between my shoulder blades just underneath, it actually works that part of my back. It has hydraulic valve lifters, so no adjusting there. Electronic fuel injection, as well as cruise control. My daughter and I did 180 miles on it today, and the ride back from the car dealer that a guy had traded it in for, where I bought it, we did 220 miles with Varick with me that day. I'm going to be using a Wix filter as well as full synthetic motorcycle Valvoline for this bike. It doesn't need race oil, that's for certain. It does have pretty good compression though, because it does require 90 plus octane. And look at that beautiful LED rear end. Yeah, beautiful.